Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Today we are going to discuss the unit 7th of class 11th, that's gravitation. Gravitation, it is the unit number 7 of class 11th. So here we go. यहाँ पर अगर हम बात करेंगे तो सबसे पहले हमारे सिलेबस में बात है Kepler's laws of planetary motion. Before we will go to the Kepler's laws of planetary motion, and there were two theories put forward by some scientists, or we can say physicists. One was called geocentric theory, that was given by Ptolemy. This theory was up to 14th century, and this theory says that Earth is the center of universe and all heavenly bodies as well as sun revolve around the Earth. So after this theory, Copernicus gave the theory that's called heliocentric theory. In heliocentric theory, it was decided that this sun is the center of Earth, sun is the center of universe and all heavenly bodies like planets, or we can say sun is the center of solar system and all heavenly bodies like planets are revolving around the sun. So now this is, you can go through this yourself. This is theoretical and this is the historical background of this solar system. So you can go through these things through the book. You can go through the book and other things, but we have nothing to do with these theories. Here we have to discuss the Kepler's laws of planetary motion, which is, and Kepler used the data, various observations in the recent past put by various astronomers, So he used these data to give the laws of planetary motion, and his first law of planetary motion, that's called law of orbits. Law of orbits. This is the Kepler's first law of planetary motion. It's called the law of orbits. It states that every planet revolve around the sun in an elliptical form with sun at its one foci. Each planet revolve around the sun in an elliptical orbit with sun at its one foci. So according to the Kepler, the path of the planet around the sun is elliptical. You know, ellipse, it has got two forks. Let's suppose this is forks F1 and this is here forks F2. So this is center, this is center O. So there are two axes. One is called, this is called a minor axis, and this is called this. Let's suppose this is sun, and this is A, and this is B. This AB is major axis, and let us suppose this is CD. CD is minor axis. So this is an ellipse. So according to Kepler's first law, every planet revolve around the sun in an elliptical orbit with sun at its one focus. यहाँ एक फोकस पर sun रखो, यहाँ एक फोकस पर, और let us suppose this is यहाँ पर P is the planet. So every planet revolve around the sun. हर कोई जो planet होता है वो sun के गिर्द राउंड मारता है, रोटेशनल मोशन में है, लेकिन जो इसकी ट्रेजेक्ट्री है that is an elliptical path में with sun as its one foci. So this is the Kepler's first law of planetary motion. You should remember, according to Kepler's first law planetary motion, every planet, हर कोई planet जो होता है वो सन के गिरद राउंड मारता है, राउंड लगाता है, किस फॉर्म में? इन एन इलिप्टिकल ऑर्बिट, इन एन इलिप्टिकल पाथ विद सन एज इट इज वन फोके. अब ये जो प्लैनेट है यहाँ पर, नाउ जब ये प्लैनेट जब सन से यहाँ सबसे करीब होगा ए पर, जब ये सबसे करीब होगा तब ये ए पर होगा. अगर ये प्लैनेट यहाँ पहुंच जाएगा देन इट विल बी वेरी क्लोज टू द सन, एंड जब ये प्लैनेट बी पर होगा देन इट विल वेरी फार फ्रॉम द सन. एंड यू नो दैट व्हेन दिस डिस्टेंस बिटवीन सन, क्लोजेस्ट अप्रोच बिटवीन सन एंड प्लैनेट, जो क्लोजेस्ट डिस्टेंस बिटवीन द सन एंड प्लैनेट इज कॉल्ड पेरिजी. Perigee, and this distance when the planet is very far from the sun, this is called apogee. So now what's perigee? It is the closest distance between the sun and planet in an orbit, and when the sun is very far from this planet is very far from the sun, then the distance between planet and sun, that's called apogee. Now you know there is also a relation. You know this OA, it is semi-major axis. It's A. Usually this major axis is taken as 2A. Now minor axis is taken as 2B, and this is semi-major axis. Half of semi-major axis, that's A. Half of semi-major axis is A. So there is a ratio that's called eccentricity. Eccentricity जो होती है, that's E. This is the E is the ratio of, that is E is the ratio of AS divided by SO. We can OS divided by AO. OS divided by AO. OS, where there is focus distance between center and focus, OS divided by AO, पूरा semi-major axis. So that's eccentricity, or in other words, E is equal to OS divided by this OS divided by AO is A, so OS here is AE. OS here is AE. So OS is AE. Ab you should remember this. Now we will calculate the distance of perigee and apogee in terms of eccentricity. Here we can calculate, for example, now we can calculate, for example, we have to calculate this AS. So we will write perigee, that's AS, that's equal to AS, that is AS is equal to OA minus SO. So AS is equal to, what's OA? OA is A minus, what's SO? SO is OS, that is AE. A minus AE. So AS is equal to A into 1 minus E. This is perigee. So perigee is equal to, so perigee, that is A into 1 minus E. This is perigee, farthest, shortest distance between sun and planet. When you go through the apogee, now apogee, that's SB, apogee, that's equal to SB, that's equal to SB, that's OB, it is semi-major axis, plus OS. So that is equal to OB is A plus OS is AE. So it will be equal to apogee will be equal to A into 1 plus E. So what's the distance in terms of eccentricity and semi-major axis? Perigee, it's A into 1 minus E, and apogee is A into 1 plus E. You should remember these things. And now what's about the first law? First law, every planet revolves around the sun in an elliptical orbit with sun as its one foci. Now we will go to the second law of Kepler's second law of planetary motion. Kepler's second law of planetary motion. Now second law of it's also called second law or law of areas. पहला था लॉ ऑफ ऑर्बिट्स, अब जो दूसरा लॉ है दैट्स लॉ ऑफ एरियाज. अब इस लॉ ऑफ एरियाज में हमें क्या करना है, व्हाट वी हैव टू डू हियर, पहले इसके स्टेटमेंट पर आएंगे. It states that the line joining the sun with the planet sweeps equal area in equal intervals of time. It states that the line joining the sun with the planet sweeps equal area in equal intervals of time. The line joining the sun with the planet sweeps equal area in equal intervals of time. What does it mean? It means that the aerial velocity of sun around the planet remains constant, or the aerial velocity of sun around the planet remains constant. The aerial velocity of sun around the planet remains constant. So what you have to remember, first you will remember the statement. It states that the line joining the sun with the planet sweeps equal area in equal intervals of time. What does this mean? For example, let us suppose this is a planet and this is an elliptical orbit in which sun is moving. So let us suppose this is here focus and this is sun and this is planet P which is revolving around the sun in an. Now let us suppose 5 मिनट में, let's suppose we will take 5 मिनट में ये planet P से Q तक आता है, it covers this area जो मैंने dotted portion में रखा. So 5 मिनट में P से Q तक planet आया और it covers the distance PQ, that's linear distance PQ, and this is the area swept by, this is line PS. PS is the line which joins the sun with the planet, so it covers distance PQ and it sweeps this area of SPQ is that area. ये वो एरिया है SPQ का एरिया जो ये स्वीप करता है 5 मिनट्स में अराउंड द सन. एक प्लैनेट घूम रहा है सन के गिर्द, इसने 5 मिनट में जो एरिया है SPQ इतना एरिया निकाला. अब aerial velocity means planet covers sweeps equal area in equal intervals of time. अब मान लो इन्हीं 5 मिनट्स में ये प्लैनेट जाता है मान लो A से D तक, इन्हीं 5 मिनट्स. तो ये जो क्रॉस वाला पोर्शन मैंने एरिया दिखाया, ये जो क्रॉस वाला पोर्शन का एरिया और ये PQS का या SAD का ये एरिया सेम होना चाहिए, क्योंकि ये स्टेटमेंट सेकंड लॉ का जो है वो यही है कि planet sweeps the line joining the planet with the sun that sweeps equal area in equal intervals of time. ये जो डॉटेड एरिया है ये भी 5 मिनट में और ये A to D भी 5 मिनट में गया, तो ये वाला एरिया और ये वाला एरिया सेम होना चाहिए. This is the law of areas. The line joining the sun with the planet sweeps equal area in equal intervals of time, or the aerial velocity of planet around the sun remains constant. और ये एक और चीज जो मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ, लेट्स सपोज अगर हम इस आर्क की डिस्टेंस देखेंगे तो AD डेफिनेटली AD इज ग्रेटर देन जो A से D तक है, वी कैन से इन टर्म्स ऑफ डिस्टेंस AD इज ग्रेटर देन PQ, बिकॉज वो इसका ये डिस्टेंस ज्यादा है. यहाँ पर अगर मैं यहाँ पर 5 मिनट में यहाँ से यहाँ ही जाएगा, क्योंकि यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक अगर एरिया कैलकुलेट किया जाए तो बहुत ज्यादा एरिया आएगा यहाँ से लेकर यहाँ तक, तो 5 मिनट में इतनी ही डिस्टेंस, क्योंकि जितना प्लैनेट दूर होगा उतना जो एरियल डिस्टेंस है, एरियल वेलोसिटी वो कम भी चलेगा प्लैनेट तब भी एरिया बहुत ज्यादा है, क्योंकि बहुत ज्यादा यहाँ जो जब क्लोज प्लैनेट होगा तो डेफिनेटली आर्क विल बी मोर. तो यहाँ पर अगर नजरों से भी देखेंगे तो AD इज ग्रेटर देन PQ. अब देखो वेयर द प्लैनेट इज क्लोज डिवाइड, ये भी 5 मिनट में, ये भी 5, लेट सपोज ये भी डेल्टा T में और ये भी डेल्टा T में, तो ये AD की V2 मान लो, V2 is greater than, this is distance divided by time, that speed, this distance divided by time, that's v2 is greater than v1. तो यहाँ पर ये देखने को मिलता है when the planet is close to the sun it moves faster. So you can say according to the second law of orbits में हम ये भी कह सकते हैं when the planet is close to the sun it moves faster. जब planet sun के करीब आ जाता है, जहाँ पर sun और planet में distance कम रह जाती है, तो वहाँ पर planet की जो speed होती है वो बढ़ जाती है. It moves faster. So this can be the part of second law of orbits of Kepler's planetary motion. So आप याद रखो कि Kepler's law of planetary motion में the line joining the sun with the planet that's its equal area in equal intervals of time. दूसरे statement, the aerial velocity of planet around the sun remains constant, or you can say where the planet is close to the sun it moves faster, so that it can cover as much area as it covered as it was very far from the sun. So this is the third statement. So now we can prove this. We can prove that the dA by dt remains constant. So what we have to prove, although this proof is not mentioned anywhere, or this may be not asked in your exam, you may not be asked in examinations to prove the Kepler's second law of motion, but statement पूछा जाता है, exams में statement पूछा जाता है. तो यहाँ पर आप ये चीज़ याद रखोगे कि यहाँ पर आपको सिर्फ स्टेटमेंट ही याद नहीं रखना है, बट what we have to do, you have to remember all these things. You have to remember all these things. So now you will remember these things. Now हम इसका proof भी कर सकते हैं. So we can also do its proof. So that will be like this. So I will show that. We are going to discuss now. Now we have to, what we have to do, we have to prove the second law of planetary motion. That's, let us suppose this is the semi-major axis, and here it is sun, and let's suppose S, and here it is planet P. So this planet is revolving around the sun, मानो P से Q तक गया, तो ये let's suppose this is R and this is delta theta. So you know there is a relation that arc divided by this arc PQ. Let's suppose if this is Q, I will write PQ divided by R is equal to delta theta. So PQ is equal to R delta theta. So this PQ is R delta theta. So this is theta is equal to arc divided by radius. You know that. Let us suppose we will take it as a circular path, then it will be PQ is equal to arc divided by radius, theta is equal to arc divided by radius. So you remember that. Now PQ is arc divided. You know now what we have to prove? We have to prove what dA by dt is constant. We have to prove. This is the second law. We have to prove dA by dt is constant. तो हमें ये prove करना है the aerial velocity of planet around the sun is constant. Now what will we do? So first of all, we will calculate the area of this shaded portion. So that is area delta A. Delta A is equal to 1/2 of delta A is equal to 1/2 of base into base is R into theta R delta theta. 1/2 of base into that's 1/2 of base into altitude. We will take this we will take as a perpendicular, because let's suppose this is for in a very short interval of time, in a very small, and usually we have to take that limit delta t tends to 0. Now इसके बाद जो हम देखेंगे कि हम टाइम बहुत ज़्यादा कम लेते हैं. That means we use the time delta t tends to 0. When time tends to 0, that हमने इतने छोटे टाइम में कि it is very close to 0, जो टाइम इंटरवल हम very close to 0 लेते हैं लेकिन not equal to 0, तो उस टाइम में जो ये PQ डिस्टेंस है it will be perpendicular, it will be straight distance. So area of triangle, now you know we will use this delta A is equal to 1/2 of R square delta theta. अब ये तो dividing it by delta t, dividing both sides by delta t. So delta A divided by delta t, that's equal to 1/2 of R square delta theta divided by delta t. तो इसका मतलब ये हुआ, अब हम इसको ऐसे भी कर सकते हैं, अप्लाइंग लिमिट, वी विल अप्लाई लिमिट डेल्टा टी टेंड्स टू 0। मैंने यही कहा था कि हम जब हम लिमिट अप्लाई करते हैं डेल्टा टी टेंड्स टू 0, तब ये जो टाइम है बहुत छोटा हो जाता है। जब टाइम बहुत कम होता है, अप्रोच टू 0, दैट दिस पीक विल बी स्ट्रेट डिस्टेंस एंड इट विल बी परपेंडिकुलर दिस आर। नाउ this will become dA by dt, dA by dt, and this will become 1/2 of r square, and this will be omega, because limit delta t tends to 0, delta theta divided by delta t, that's angular velocity, d theta by dt, it will become d theta by, and limit theta delta t tends to 0, delta theta divided by delta t, that's d theta by dt, that's equal to omega. So angular velocity. Now also we know that L is equal to mvr. You know this equation first, L is equal to mvr. जब L mvr के बराबर, v is equal to r omega. You know v is equal to r omega. This is relation between linear and angular velocity. So यहाँ पर v की जगह r omega लगा, L is equal to mr omega into r. L is equal to m r square omega. तो यहाँ पर हम r square omega चाहिए हमें, तो हमें r square omega की जरूरत है. What we have to do? R square omega. So r square omega will be L divided by m. तो this is equation second. Equation second को equation first में substitute करो. So dA by dt that will be equal to r omega square की जगह r omega square L divided 1/2 of L divided by m. So हम ये देखेंगे कि dA by dt is equal to 1/2 of या L by 2m. L by 2m. You know L is angular moment. It's conserved. In any circular motion, angular momentum is conserved. So this is conserved, this is constant, this is m is constant, mass of planet is constant, 2 is constant. So all the things are constant. That means dA by dt is constant. So this is how we can prove that the areal velocity, rate of change of area around a sun by a planet, that's the areal velocity is constant. So this is how we can prove the Kepler's second law of planetary motion. तो इसके बाद Kepler's third law of planetary motion and its proof, square of time period is cube of semi major axis, that will be discussed in next lecture. So stay connected and subscribe the YouTube channel and get the upcoming videos. Thank you.